They say bad habits are like warm, cozy beds. Easy to get into, hard to get out of. Now, I'm sure you've got a habit that you really want to break or really want to change. But before we talk about that, I want to share with you how quickly we actually develop habits and how quickly those habits become a conditioned belief in our minds.
This won't take long.
I remember this video that went viral around 2 years ago where this young girl around 2 years old started to crawl and walk in her parents' living room. She went up to the television screen and she decided to try and get it to swipe. She started doing this with her little hands and fingers, hoping that the television screen would swipe. To her complete bewilderment, the television screen did not swipe.
Oh, come on.
All of a sudden, tears started to run down her eyes because she, in her 2-year-old life, had never come across a screen that didn't swipe.
It doesn't work.
What do you mean it doesn't work?
It doesn't work.
She probably used her parents' iPad or laptop. She used her parents' screen, and she'd been seeing screens swipe for 2 years, but this screen did not swipe. In 2 years, she had developed a belief that every screen in her life swipes. Imagine if in 2 years she was completely conditioned to believe that every screen swipes, how quickly we all become conditioned in 2 decades, 4 decades, 6 decades, or even more. They say that the biggest challenge today is not simply to learn, but to learn, unlearn, and relearn.
Wait, what?
So I want you to think about in your mind the one habit that you want to change. Now, if you truly want to change a habit, psychologists and researchers say it will take anywhere from 21 to 90 days. If you want to change anything in your life, you have to start with a small step, but make it a big priority. One of the biggest mistakes people make is they try to make big changes and make them a small priority.
I had it backwards.
So, here are some of my best tips on how you can change your habits starting today. One of the first things you want to do is see the trigger for your bad habit. If you feel that you eat too much junk food or you're not consuming the right things for your diet, the reason for those are usually boredom, staying in one place, and not having an active lifestyle. Try and identify the trigger and start becoming aware of why it is, where it is, and how that bad habit is actually coming about. The second thing you want to do after becoming aware of the triggers of your habit is change your environment. If you know that when you work near the kitchen you end up eating more, then change your work environment. If you know that when you wake up in the morning and you know you need to exercise but never get around to it, have the yoga mat, have your weights laid out on the floor already the night before. Start shifting the environment so that you're programming your brain, you're making it easier for your mind and brain to start that activity at the time you want. You can create the space, create the environment beforehand so that at the right time, you have less excuses up here. And the third thing you want to do is find positive substitutes for your needs. We all need things that give us energy halfway through the day. We all need a reminder to wake up earlier in the morning. Whatever you can do to substitute positively. Finding a positive alternative to the feeling that you have is the best solution. The truth is, you'll never change your life until you change what you do daily. Follow these 3 simple steps and start seeing the difference in your day.